Hello there. I hope that you're fine wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending with the time that you're watching me from. How have you been? How is your family? What about your children? How are they? Myself, I'm doing good. My kids are okay, and I thank God for that. I want to have a conversation with the Kenyan parents. Guys, the holiday is long, and we need to keep on talking and just reminding each other on what we should expect and basically what we should do, because we have a lot of challenges, and especially in the contemporary society, most of the parents are working parents, unlike in the past where we had parents, one parent would work and especially father would go to work and then the mothers would remain back at home. We are in such an era where everyone is going to work, chasing money, chasing their dreams, their careers, and everything. And on the other hand, we have kids that we need to raise. So far, how is the holiday? How is everything? How are your teenagers? Have they settled in? What plans do you have for them during this particular holiday? It is a long one, and I want to make a few suggestions to you as a parent, and especially if you are a working parent. This message is suitable for you, very suitable for you. If you are going to work from 8 in the morning up to around 5 in the evening, then this is the place that you need to be so that you can get some insight on how you are supposed to handle your teenagers. Let's start by having this. Teenagers are very tricky, very, very tricky. And as a teacher, I can ascertain that teenagers are tricky, very tricky. And the reason is because I have interacted with them for a very, very long time. So if you are not smart enough, they'll play you out. And at the end of the day, you may think that as a parent you have failed, but the only thing that probably you have failed at is just observing who your teen is, the kind of people that they interact with. And therefore, as a parent, you need to be a step ahead of them. So, what are we going to do? Check out my previous video. I gave you 2 points of reference, 2 things that I want you to be keen on. In this video today, I want to talk about things that you should do, or come up with a plan, come up with a schedule. You know, like if you want to go somewhere, you need to have like a clear map, so that you can understand how you're going to move from point A to point B. So, dear parents, I want to propose to you the following. Number one, come up with a schedule or a schedule that is going to be strictly followed by your kids at home. And remember, Teacher Mary is always focusing on the youth. So come up with a timetable on how they're going to do the house chores. Remember, they need to be hands-on. Like they need to know how to do certain chores in the house. As much as you may have a house help or other people in the house, ensure that you have a clear schedule on the type of chores that they should do when they wake up. Let it just be a routine. Once it becomes a routine, you will not have a problem with them because they will know once they wake up, they're supposed to do A, B, C, D. Apart from the chores, come up with a clear timetable, a clear study timetable for them. Let them know when they're supposed to study and be very strict on this. Like, for example, you can decide for the first 3 hours in the morning, they can be engaged in house chores and other things just around the house. And then after that, they can shower, then have their lunch, and then in the afternoon, maybe for 2 hours, let them study so that they don't forget what they were taught in school. Just come up with a clear timetable, a very clear one, and let them practice it. Do not compromise with them. Why are we becoming so tough on them? The reason is to ensure that they utilize their time properly. Remember, if they don't utilize their time properly, that is the time when problems comes up. I know you'll agree with me. That is the time problems will start cropping up. That is the time they'll be on their smartphone, chatting with people that even you are not aware who they are. That is the time that they'll be even watching pornography on the phone. That is the time that they'll be engaging in all those negative aspects, whether through the smartphone or maybe watching and all that. So what you can do is to ensure that they don't have that excess free time in their hands. So dear parent, what do you think about that? Do you think that is something that is doable? Can you practice it in your own house? And remember, the essence is to ensure that they don't have excess time. We are reducing their time to ensure that they are on track. Why am I insisting on this? Picture it in this way. When they are in school, the school has a clear program for them. Have you ever thought of that? Is that coming into your mind? A school has a clear program for them. The school routine is always there to guide them. Remember, each school has a routine. Like, when do they wake up? When do they take their breakfast? And other activities, lessons, and any other extracurriculum activity. It is timetabled. And that is what keeps them busy and well guided while they are at school. So you can try that at home. I'm not saying that your home to be like a school. No. What I'm trying to help you out as a parent, and especially a parent who has a teenager, is to ensure that these people they have less time in their hands, so that they do not become mischievous. What do you think about this? I'd love to hear your feedback. Why don't you drop a comment down here? Let us help one another so that we get to save these children. It is a kind of generation that if we are not very careful with, we are going to lose it. The second thing that I want to propose to you in this video is this. Apart from just the routine, the schedule, or the timetable, create for them, at least in a week, a day where you can allow them to relax. And how are they going to relax? This is the big question. How are they going to breathe in and out? How are they going to recreate? That is where you should think deeper as a parent. You can decide for it to be a family out. And remember, the key word there is family out. Go out as a family. Have fun. Catch up. Go have some dinner. Have some supper. Take them out. Let them engage in different activities so that they become at least busy and they also rejuvenate. It is not like it is all about doing house chores and studying on the same time. So, dear parents, do you think this is helpful? Can you allow your children to go out, just to go out, not just for them to go out alone, but of course under your supervision? Is it possible for you to come up with just a day where you can create, take them out for recreation? Do you think that is something that you can practice? I'd love to hear your feedback. The essence is this. We want to contain them. We want to put them under control. We want to ensure that they are not wasting time in the wrong company, with the wrong people, doing the wrong activities. So, my dear parents, a quick recap. Number one, come up with a clear schedule, or if you want to call it a timetable or a program. Number two, get a day in the week for them to go out for the purpose of recreation, and ensure that it is under your supervision. If not you, then get someone mature enough, a person that you trust, a person who is going to watch your kids watch your kids just like you would do it. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, a quick reminder, my name is Mary, and please, if you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing and like this video. Like the video, recommend it to your friends and family. Thank you for your time, and goodbye.